Hi friends, it's Kristen. For today's video, originally I was just going to do an eyeshadow look with the End of the Rainbow palette as a St. Patrick's Day look. But then I decided I'm going to use some of the other items that we got in Eyescream Beauty Box. There are two items that I won't be using. One is a primer from Zisa. It was like a color correcting green primer, which I do use, but I'm using one currently, so I just didn't want to start that one and have two of the same thing opened. So I'm just going to be in like my back pile. And then another thing we got was a bronzer and blush duo from Ofra. I put that in my giveaway pile because I just felt I probably have the blush from Ofra, and the bronzer just seemed a little too dark, a little too warm for me. So I thought maybe somebody else could get a better use out of that. So that's in my giveaway pile. But I did use an Ofra bronzer. I have it in Versatile Matte. So I used that, and then I used a blush. I don't know the color. It's in a palette. I could probably figure it out, but I didn't. Sorry. So my base is done. And so that's the two products we're not going to use. So we're going to use the lipstick that we got and the liquid highlighter that we got, and then the lovely palette from Ladybug Glow. Okay. So to start off, I'm going to line my lips with this e.l.f. Cream Glide lip liner. I have really enjoyed, well, I bought three, but this is the only one I've used so far, and I've used it quite a bit. The color, I'm not sure what the color is, but they're really nice. They're $2 and you can get them at Walmart now. I've seen them, so that's really cool. You don't have to order an e.l.f. and then have to pay for shipping, which with $2, like, not that crazy. Alright, got that down. And let me show you the lipstick. And this is from Stina Face, S-T-I-N-A. I've never heard of it, but okay, so that's what it looks like swatched. And I don't know if it's supposed to dry down matte or anything. I don't think so. So I'm just gonna kind of buff it a little bit. Alright. So do you guys have any St. Patrick's Day plans? I do not. I work, I'm filming this on Saturday and I go to work tonight. Get a little concealer to fix my lips. Work tonight, so I'll sleep tomorrow and then probably just watch our Sunday night cartoons if we have new ones tonight. And then I go out of town starting Tuesday morning very early. Our flight leaves at 6. Me and two of my co-workers, another nurse and a social worker, are going to Phoenix for a conference. So I'm excited about that. I really enjoy conferences. I've only been to, I went to one when I worked at a hospital in like acute care. And then I went to one for hospice, I want to say like 6 years ago. And then a couple of years ago I did one online because COVID, so they had canceled the in-person. But it's a great learning opportunity, and you learn a lot of cool things, and it's just really fun. I really like it. Okay, I'm going to put the highlighter. It's got the dropper. The dropper doesn't really seem to work very well. I feel like droppers just don't work very well in makeup things. I've never had one that works. So we're just going to kind of wipe it on the back of my hand. That's what that looks like there. And let's see, a brush. this is controlled setting is what it's called, but you can use brushes for whatever works for you. So that's really pretty. I'm not really a huge fan of liquid or cream highlighters. I found they just usually don't give off what I'm looking for, but I'm open to trying them. And I have, this is kind of a more recent thing where I've just kind of, I just say given up, but just realized that they're not what I'm looking for personally. But I've experimented a little bit with like underpainting, so just kind of putting a little bit everywhere and then going in with foundation if I want like a radiant look. So that went on pretty nicely. You know, it's not, you know, totally subtle, but it's not super blingy. So, okay. We'll see how that works out. I'm going to put a little bit of powder on. I didn't powder since I knew I was going to put on liquid highlighter. The highlight looks very like silvery in the jar, but it's a little, I don't want to say white, but not quite gold. When you put it on the back of your hand and when you put it on your face, it's a little more natural than I thought it would look just by judging in the container. Very pretty container too. So, okay, kind of get the excess. So putting on the powder kind of dulled the highlight a bit. But I also wanted to set it, so it didn't work too well together. I might use a powder highlight on top of it just to give myself a little bit. It's there. It's just I like a little bit more. I like to be a little extra. So, okay. I haven't prepped my eyes yet. So in Phoenix, it's going to be about 80-ish degrees there for the time we're there. So we'll fly out Tuesday morning and come back Saturday night. I think we land like 10:30 on Saturday night. So, and I have a aunt and uncle and another uncle and a cousin that live in Phoenix and a second cousin. She just had a baby like 3 months ago, so I have a second cousin. And I think we're gonna meet up. I think we got it arranged. So, because we'll get there early-ish, like 9:30 on Tuesday morning, but we don't have the conference until Wednesday, so I pretty much have all day on Tuesday free. Okay. So, alright, so this is what the palette looks like. I want to do a very green color story. I'm gonna swatch the shimmers, because sometimes when you get those duochromes, the way they look in the pan and the way they look swatched around the eyes are different. Okay. So yes, it does a little more true that this is more purpley, bluey, and white, but this one seems to have more of a green, so like, I don't want to say undertone, but green shift to it. That's what they look like swatch. So I'm going to just try and do a simple look and use the greens for St. Patrick's Day, and then use that magical shade as kind of everywhere. So boop, boop. I've cleaned quite a few of my makeup brushes. I just haven't brought them back in the room yet. So I'll try this one. This is an Urban Decay brush that I just took out of one of the palettes. I'm going to go in with Clover, which is that darker green down there, and do my outer corner. So I moved the camera a little bit so that I could keep the lights on my vanity so I could see what I'm doing better without too much glare on you guys. So hopefully that works out well. But I have a couple, I'm gonna film Mass Monday on Sunday after I wake up. And then I have some stuff I've already filmed. I did kind of an impromptu blush and highlighter declutter. So I'll put those up for next week. But I'll still try. I'm not always the best at replying to everybody just because life and time, but I still will try to at least heart everybody's comment. And just want you guys to know I do appreciate all those comments and everything. It really helps my channel, and it just helps me feel good. Makes me feel nice that people are watching me, that they're enjoying what they watch, and that I'm interacting a little bit and maybe hopefully having a positive influence on somebody's day. So even if you just leave me like a little smiley face emoji or something. I know sometimes when I watch videos, I don't know what to say, like as a comment, or I feel like I have too much to say and I don't have 20 minutes to write everything I want to say. So sometimes I'll just leave a hello and a smiley face or a purple heart. So, okay. Should pay attention to what I'm doing. I don't know if I like this part for packing. It's just a little, the way it's shaped is a little odd. I think it might be better for like a under eye look. But got it on there. I also am talking and not totally paying attention. I'm still learning to multitask with makeup. So next time we're going with the Lucky, which is a brighter like Kelly green. Very pretty. I've tried a few palettes from Ladybug Glow and I have enjoyed them. They're a nice indie brand. When I first bought from them, they only sold on Ipsy, but I think they have their own site now and they sell on Ipsy, or not Ipsy, I'm sorry, Etsy. So I will try to find them. They have a lot of pretty palettes. And I only have 2 eyelids and I only have so much money, and it's really hard sometimes just to pick, you know, what you want, what you can use. I do plan to do my top, or ranking my last 10 palettes. This one won't be in it. I haven't ranked them yet, but I have used 10. I just haven't had a chance to rank them and make that video yet. So if you ever think that like I'm forgetting something, I probably just, maybe I've used it, but it'll be in the next one because time management and stuff like that. And you want to get certain videos out maybe sooner, like especially like subscription boxes. Like, you know, if you're thinking about getting Eyescream Beauty, I want to get that video out timely, so maybe you see that and you're like, oh yeah, I want to get that box. Or like a mystery box that might still be available. I want to, well, for one, I want to find out what's in my mystery box, so I want to film that. But if it's still available, I want to get it out, and you see it and you're like, yeah, I want that too. So I'm just using the other side of that Urban Decay brush with that Lucky shade. And I want to do a little bit with this Pot of Gold shade, so that like mustardy yellow shade. I'm just taking it in like the inner part and the inner corner of my eyelid. It's a really pretty yellow. I find yellows can be pretty hard to, especially yellow mattes. Eyescream glitter glue from NYX. Just use a dot. I use it with any shimmer, not just glitter. And even if it's a shimmer that doesn't tend to flake, I like to use it. I just feel that it really helps make my eye look last a little bit longer. I've definitely forgotten it and noticed a difference. Sometimes, if you guys are not new to my channel, you know that this is my problem eye. I have a spot where like shadow doesn't like to stick. I have a nice crease right like in the middle of my eyelid. Sometimes I notice that the glitter primer will like cement in there if I'm not careful and make a funky look right away. And I'm just gonna go with my finger with Magical. So pretty. Put a little bit on my other finger because I feel like I might have got too much and that might be a little bit of a mess. And I can always add more. I'm putting it on my inner corner a little bit too. I'm hoping, I think for my birthday next month in April, I'm going to ask for like just a little fold out table so I can have you guys here and have my table and have everything I need on the table. Because I hate turning away and then showing you, so I don't know how well you can see because I can't see me when I'm like this. And then I've tried doing it like just on the floor, but I always forget something and then I have to reach over and it looks silly. So I'm hoping to get just like a cheap fold out table that won't take up much room, and then I can put it away when I'm not using it, so I can look right at you when I'm actually doing my makeup. Go just a little bit, just a tad of Magical, and get a little bit more in the outer part. They weren't quite matching. And then I'm going to go in, I don't want that brush. Go back in with this end and just kind of blend a little bit of the shimmer in with the matte so it's not so harsh. Okay. And what do I want to do on my lower lid? I don't want to do anything. I think, let's pull out, here we have this from, I don't know where it's from, but it's dual-sided. I'm going to use the green. Oh, actually, I'm going to use this one from Moira. It's a duochrome. Okay. And I take this little end and kind of blend out. There's quite a bit of shimmer that ended up in my inner corner on this end, but not on this end. So I'm going to go back in and pick up a little bit of Magical. And as you can see, like when I swatched it, it had, you know, the white green undertone, but since I had a little bit of that yellow matte there, it really is picking up that yellow, and it's working really well with the green. It's almost making it into a gold, so it's working really well together. So that is a lovely little goldy yellow green moment on the eyes. I'm really enjoying it. So got a little crazy with the sparkles, but I mean, being crazy with sparkles is just fine. If if you're gonna get crazy with anything, it should be sparkles, right? So I'm gonna put some mascara on. This is a brand I can't pronounce. KJAER Weiss, W-E-I-S. It's really nice. I've actually really liked this mascara. Although sometimes you have to be, I've noticed I had to be careful. Because one time I took it out and it was super gloopy. It just picked up like so much product. And then I have to be careful for a little bit afterwards because I do have fairly long lashes and hooded eyes, so I tend to get little spots up there. Okay. I really like the look. The highlighter, I will say, is kind of been muted by the powder, and I find that just happens a lot with liquid highlighters. So, which is part of the reason I'm not the biggest fan myself, because I like a little bit more, but I'm sure some people like a little bit less, so that might work a little bit better for them. It's a little more subtle. I love the eye look. The lip color is really nice. It's very like an everyday color for me, and I've been talking all this time and it hasn't faded, so yeah. I'm very happy with that look, and I hope you guys think it's pretty too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, send your friends. We have a lot of fun here, and I really appreciate you spending some time with me, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.